Hello there and welcome back to one of my video shorts. Sometimes they can be short ones, other times I ramble on too long and they become video longs or video mediums, if there is such a thing. Anyway, I'm not sure how long I've been doing it now, but I've been creating quite a lot of content for some time now. Generally it's for my own amusement, but yeah, I tend to use it mostly to learn about things, and I somehow like to share my musings, rantings, tales and whatever with an audience, and I'm enjoying it. I've watched many a YouTube video, so many to mention, and many of the ones about Mexico seem to be American expats, as they like to be called. They don't seem to like the word immigrant. And they post these many videos which tend to be why Mexico is better than the USA, and 10 reasons why, blah, 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 whatever it happens to be, or 10 reasons why you should never live in Mexico. That's all they seem to be. They're okay, but they do waste your time at times. The thing is, I can't ever remember any of these expats actually talking about their actual experiences here in Mexico. They talk about things, but I can't remember seeing one where they actually talk about what's happened to them here in Mexico. Just why can't some of these YouTubers who do these many Mexican videos not call themselves what they actually are, and that is an immigrant? I mean, if you're planning to live here, then you are an immigrant. If you are just here for a couple of weeks, a month, a couple of months or so, then you are an expat. But why call yourselves an expat when you are an immigrant? I mean, I most definitely am an immigrant, because I've planned to live here, and I don't mind being called an immigrant. What's the problem? What I like to do, as you've probably found out if you've watched some of my videos here, is to tell stories of my time here in the 20 years that I've been here in Monterrey and Mexico in general. I like to be a storyteller. Never used to be, but now I like sharing stories. Yeah, I have an accompanying book which goes with this channel. Actually, I wrote the book before I ever thought of creating this channel. So is the channel an accompaniment for the book, or the book an accompaniment for the channel? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, some of the little videos you've seen have actually been taken out of the book Mexican Tales, like my time in the Ferreteria, and various other little things that have happened to me. I'm enjoying what I'm talking about. I never used to do this kind of thing. Shyness has disappeared since I've been in Mexico. Anyway, there is an expat community here in Monterrey. I'm not quite sure exactly where they are, but apparently they meet up in a particular bar somewhere in Monterrey, but I'm not sure. But I don't like to get involved with the British expats that are here. And they're kind of a little on these, what's the best way of describing it? Stuck-up side is probably how I would describe them. They seem to be a little full of themselves because they are British. But then British people do this wherever they happen to go. They seem to think, out of the way, I'm British, I'm going to live here. And And you can see this in Spain. I really don't want to be involved with this kind of people. So in this channel, I won't be making those typical videos, those factual kinds where people use, like I've mentioned, 10 best things about this or that. I think it's a kind of con, really, when you see all these videos. And it's not very original, is it? Sometimes you see 5 or 10 people with exactly the same video, just with different comments. And you do see this with many of the ones about Mexico. They just embed a video and just sit there and go, yes, I agree. Yes, I agree with that. You won't find that here. My idea on this channel is to look at the actual, not the factual. In other words, those things that I've experienced. I've never seen many channels do this, so I don't know if I'm a first or what. I don't know. Anyway, so those things I've experienced, some have brought a smile to my face, sometimes a little bit of frustration, generally when I've been to, or when I used to go to immigration. But yeah, I've enjoyed all the years I've been here, and hopefully I will add even more amusing videos later on. So I repeat, I am most definitely an immigrant here in Mexico. I've never actually considered myself to be an expat, to be honest. And probably by saying that, I would likely have been shunned by the whole British expat community. I've been a permanent resident here in Monterrey for quite some time now. And as I've said, I have many a tale of my time in the immigration office over towards San Pedro in Monterrey, and getting my permanent status has been quite a journey, you could say. And I have quite a few tales that I will like to share in future videos. So, I've been a permanent resident here in Mexico for quite some time now. I can't remember when I gained my permanent residency. But I have many a tale to tell of my time at the immigration office. Some frustrating ones, amusing ones, and various others. It's been a nice ride, as they say, in my journey to receive this thing, my permanent residency card. There's no expiry date, so this card I can, I guess, use forever. Sorry, it doesn't quite work so well into a camera due to the hologram, but there I am. Don't I look young in this image? Anyway, but when you get one, it's such a nice thing to get. Well, it's the middle of October 2025 right now, and we're not very far off the new year. I think in 2026 it's the time to actually become a Mexican and get my citizenship. Well, in 2026 I will have lived in Mexico for 21 years. So, as it's 21 years, I consider it a kind of coming of age, and I feel it only appropriate that I should become a citizen. I really want one of those nice green Mexican passports. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've tried the citizens test before for Mexico. I think I got 85% in the test one, which surprised me, all about Mexican culture, history, etc. Just after I tried that one, I tried the British citizenship test. I thought, yes, I'm going to do well here. I failed miserably. I think I got 25%, mostly because it had such irrelevant information about Britain that nobody in Britain actually knows those things. I mean, how many Britons know how many parliamentary constituencies there are, or certain other things? Why didn't it talk about history, kings, queens, battles, etc.? It doesn't. It has such pointless things. No wonder I failed. So, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and those buttons along the bottom. I'm always so vague about where they happen to be. And see you next time. Bye for now.